Gotta be careful and make sure I don't mention the thing that gets me demonetized. Hello people, my name is Fox Noctum, and I built a commander deck and completely forgot it existed. Reyhan Ishai. Reyhan's under Ishai. Yeah, fun fact, I built this commander deck, I played it a bunch of times, and while I was thinking of videos to make and wondering what commander deck have I not shown, I realized, oh, I've shown every commander deck I've ever built. I didn't. I didn't show these guys off because I forgot. Now you might be asking, how do you forget you built a commander deck? Well, the answer is simple. One day, I forgot. It's Reyhan Ishai. I call it Rey-Sai. Here's proof of that name. This is one of the very few 4-color decks I've ever built. I don't like building 4-color decks because the land bases for 4-color decks are really expensive and really weird, and it confuses my small tiny brain. But I built it and it works fairly well. I did a little bit of tuning for this video, so there's a couple extra cards I added in. Okay, so what does Reyhan do? Well, he comes in with 3 +1/+1 counters, and when he or another creature dies, you can move any amount of +1/+1 counters from one creature to another. And then Ishai, gets a +1/+1 counter every time an opponent casts a spell. All right, let's start with everyone's favorite pastime, lands. 4 swamps. This is actually the only deck I think I'm playing these, what do you call them? These Nyx lands or these Galaxy lands. I like them. They're just kind of, I don't know. I don't have too many of them, and this is the only deck where I can play them where it makes logical sense. 5 forests, 4 plains, and then 5 islands. I do have every one of the shock lands in here, just because I've accumulated them all. And we got Thespian Stage, Evolving Wilds, Exotic Orchard, High Market, Rogue's Passage, Ash Barrens, Gavany Township, Fable Passage, Command Tower, and then I'm playing all the panoramas that I can play, or that make sense to play, because I don't feel like playing fetch lands, and I kind of budgeted the land base for this deck heavily. Ishai and Reyhan are a +1/+1 commander duo deck, so I do have the Gavany Township in here for that. Fun fact, I am not playing Cathar's Crusade because that card requires better math skills than I have. Enchantments! Got Animate Dead, Minions Return, a very good card from Theros. Flash, when enchanted creature dies, return that creature card to the battlefield under your control. You can flash on an opponent's creature. I did this in a pre-release and got someone's Pelucranos. It was great. Hardened Scales, because +1/+1 counters. Simic Ascendancy, because +1/+1 counters / alternate win condition. This card's crazy. Doubling Season. I forgot I put the Doubling Season in here, so I made a video where I was wondering, where the hell did I put my Doubling Season? I thought I had an extra one. I did, I put it in here. And then I forgot I built the deck, because, you know, me am the stupid man. Retreat to Kazandu, because +1/+1 counters. And Hydra's Growth, because +1/+1 counters get doubled. So this on this is yes. Artifacts. We got a Sensei's Divining Top, an Altered Dementia, foreign version. I probably should put my extra Ashnod's Altar in here because you do need a sack outlet to kind of activate Reyhan's fun, goofy trigger combos. Soul Rang, Thought Vessel, Mana Geode, Coalition Relic, the Great Henge, the Holy Henge, my son. Arcane Signet, Felwar Stone, and Chromatic Lantern. Most of my artifacts are indeed mana rocks. Instances! We got Return to Dust for some removal, Source of Flashes for some removal, Beast Within for some removal, Cyclonic Rift for a lot of removal, Dig Through Time. Then we got Solidarity to Heroes, a card I absolutely love playing in as many decks as I possibly can. It makes perfect sense for this deck because double the amount of +1/+1 counters on target creature for 2 at instant speed. This card's fantastic. Court of Calling, Brainstorm, and then Once Upon a Time. This card went down in price, so I picked up a bunch of them. I really like this card. I'm happy it got banned in a lot of formats. Commander players profiting off your losses. Sorceries. First card's Expertise. Wrath of God. Diabolic Tutor. Ponder. Treasure Cruise. Serum Visions. Kadama's Reach. Read the Bones. Cultivate. Unburial Rites. And Neoform. And then finally we got the creatures. Starting off with Triskelion because of course, there is an interesting combo in here. I do not play Mikaeus because I don't feel like getting hated off the table completely. But there is interesting combinations with Reyhan, a sack outlet, and Triskelion where you can just keep putting counters on him and slowly ping someone to death. I don't know if there's an infinite combo in here. I don't think so. I hope not. If there is, I want to remove it. I don't like playing infinite combos, but I do like this art for Triskelion because look at them goofy eyes. This card's great. Up next is The Fallen. just a great card. Landfall is not really a thing in this deck, but with all the searching and the evolving wilds and the +1/+1 counter shenanigans, this card really does work. Birds of Paradise, because it's 4 colors. Juniper Order Ranger. I'm playing a lot of cards similar to this that I'll put here and explain why. Plate Crafter for removal. Selfless Squire. It's a fog. Lore Scale Codal. Whenever you draw a card, you put a +1/+1 counter because counters matter. Damn it. Yeheni, Undying Partisan, a sack outlet with a bonus side. Bane of Progress, because, yeah, you need this in this deck. Mass Artifact Enchantment removal with +1/+1 counter advantage. Thought Sponge, Thought Sponges counters whenever you draw cards. Sacred Tribe for ramp. Renata, similar to Juniper Order Ranger. Ewit, Steelbane Hydra, good artifact destruction card, especially in a +1/+1 counter matters deck. Good Fortune Unicorn, similar to these cards. Skullbriar, because it's +1/+1 counters in the Skullbriar. These cards can get ridiculous. Carrion Feeder, sack outlet with counters. Forgotten Ancient. Fun fact, this card works off of your spells as well. I didn't know that. I thought it was opponent's spells, but then I read the card like a person should, and I realized it's everyone's spells. Pelucranos Unchained, he's just great. This card's great. Absolutely love it. Makes your graveyard mean something more when he's in the grave, because he comes in with 12 counters, which matters for this deck a lot. Spark Double, copies with a +1/+1 counter or loyalty counter advantage. Runescar Demon, just a tutor. Venger's Zendikar for a bunch of, creatures. Prime Seeker Zagana, a huge draw spell, and it gets counters. That matters. And Disciple of Olus. And yeah, that is my Ishai Reyhan partner commander deck. And that's it for this commander deck tech. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, absolutely leave them in the comments below. If you have recipes for food, I'm starting to run out. I'm trapped in my house while the world, just kind of stop. Send help, and also send chocolate.